What are the dangers of going to the ground in the street? Well, firstly, your peripheral vision goes. If you're, even in a vertical grapple, you can see that my view is somewhat blocked because I'm close in here and the other person is going to be blocking it off. If you imagine when you're on the floor, it's even worse because you've got the ground right in front of you, or you've got the other person right on top of you. And even if you are better than them and you are out grappling them, you're getting them in a lock, and then suddenly, boom, out of nowhere, a foot comes and kicks you in the jaw and you go unconscious because your peripheral vision has not been great and you didn't notice their mate jumping out of a car or running from the other side of the pub or running out of a shop and booting you in the head. So you've got to have your peripheral vision as good as you can, and in a grappling situation, you don't have it. Second point is multiple attackers. I don't care how good you are, if there's two people in front of you, you are not choking them both out at once. This is not some sort of superhero movie. With grappling, you're not going to be able to deal with multiple attackers in any kind of efficient or adequate way. Another point is weapons. If this guy has a weapon and he hasn't pulled it, or he's got some sort of improvised weapon, or he's able to access an improvised weapon whilst we're on the floor, because my peripheral vision isn't great, because I'll be on the floor in close. If you imagine we were on the floor and I'm here, I can't see what his hands are doing down there. I can feel what's going on, right? But I'm not going to be able to see that he's pulled a knife there. I might have him in some kind of lock on the floor. I could be trying to armbar him, and then I feel some sort of tapping, and I think, oh, he's tapping out. This idiot thinks it's a sport. He thinks we're in some sort of grappling tournament, and I proceed to snap his arm anyway. What I don't realise is that wasn't him tapping out. Whilst I had him in a lock, he's pulled a blade, and he's just done that. You won't always feel a blade. This is the thing. Plenty of people have got stabbed and thought they'd just been hit. So he could just pull that blade, be in close somewhere, boom, 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 job done, right? It could be a bottle. He could realise he's out of his depth, smash a bottle or pick up a bit of glass, anything, and just start working away at it. If no one else is around and you can guarantee the guy hasn't got any weapons about his person, then yes, in that case, you can annihilate him with grappling. And this isn't to disrespect grappling, but you can annihilate the guy just with grappling, and there's not much of a risk if you're a better grappler than him. Going to the ground, although you might be a better grappler, is not advisable. I'm not saying you can't use grappling or it can't come in handy, or you can't use throws, takedowns, anything like that, or that you don't need to know it to be an all-round complete fighter or self-protection practitioner or anything like that. I'm not saying it doesn't have benefit. I'm just saying that your first priority, if you end up on the ground, on the street, should be getting the heck back up and dealing with it that way, because of the dangers, because of the risk, because of your lack of peripheral vision and the inability you have in that position to deal with multiple attackers. You'll be facing him, dealing with him, his mates could come in, start kicking you, a weapon could be drawn, a weapon from one of his friends could be drawn, someone could pick up a chair and start wailing on you from standing up. So that's the reason in the street you do not want to be in a grappling situation.